All right. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Thank you for joining on this another live stream today. This is the 17th of November 2022 on Thursday. So let's start the live stream today. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Great to see you here. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm still set everything up because right before I'm about to start the live, the PC just restarted by itself and I have to set everything up from scratch. So just hold on. Just hold on for a few minutes until I set everything up here on the screens. Alright. In the meantime, let me see who's here. Thanks for joining, everyone. TSM, Michael, Derek, Sami, and Hamad Asif, and Win, Manuel, Blackwater, and Peter, Rajesh, and Crypto, and everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. Okay, yeah, so let me see. Oh, thank you, Michael, for your comment. Yeah, psychology, I think, is everything about the markets. Psychology, if you master psychology, psychology of or mindset of the risk management and how to avoid the FOMO and how not to win back the losses. Yeah, these are all important. I think the most important aspect of trading. Okay, so I think it's all good now. Okay, so now let me switch screen. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, everyone, again. And let's do the live stream today together. So let me switch to trading view and see what's happening in the markets now. Looks like in the lower time frames they are retracing back now. So I'm still watching which one will be the good pair to trade and still selecting which one will be good. So yeah, I think hold on, let me check first the strength chart, the currency strength chart, and see what's happening on each currency at this moment. Okay, so right now USD is strong and AUD is weak. So let me first check the AUD USD. It must be going down stably. So AUD USD. Okay, this is down. It actually went down to the Kumo. So it didn't break the resistance. I think I mentioned this one on the Sunday's live stream, the weekly forecast. I was waiting for the break of the resistance level of 0.6797 and plan to buy, but today it just retraced back. So it's not yet broke the resistance level yet, so no trades for myself. If you are the scalper, then you may be able to take sell and target to the Tenkan-sen or Kijun-sen. But in this case, since it's just retracing, I don't think I will take a trade. So this is against the major direction after the Kumo break. So, and now it's coming back to the Kumo actually. So, sorry, hold on. So it broke the Kumo after Tenkan Kijun-sen gold cross and Chikou span breakout. So this Kumo breakout is considered to be the trustable and continuous been bullish. But that's only if the price keeps above the Kumo. If the market comes within the Kumo like this, then as a result, this Kumo breakout was a fake and you don't want to take trades anymore. Or in the short term, you can sell, but when the market goes into Kumo, usually the lower time frames become very spiky and choppy. So I'd rather to stay away and check other charts. So USD is really strong right now. So let me check other USD pairs. So what about USDJPY? So here is the USDJPY. So I draw the line on 137.69 because this was the previous support and the resistance, the reversal line. So the reversal line bounce just happened, and this one is also going back into Kumo now. So when the market's retracing like this, we need to stay away. Yeah, it's not really an ideal market to trade, at least on this daily time frame. If you look at the lower time frames like the 4 hour or 1 hour, you may see opportunities, but in terms of the daily, there's no direction, it's just retracing. So yeah, not a good situation on this pair. So USD is strong, so what about USDCAD? Alright, so USDCAD also was supported by the previous resistances. This became another reversal line. So the market may retrace back to the Kijun Sen this way on the daily time frame. But since there was a neckline of this head and the shoulders, so it may retrace back to the neckline and then may go down this way. But the neckline was in the Kumo, within the Kumo, so this bounce may not so be trustable in this case. So yeah, looks like the markets are a bit difficult retracing today. So no trace, I think, in the long term. Let me see, Pound USD. So Pound USD has been bullish, and it is still bullish because simply Kumo's up, Kijun Sen is up, and Chikou span above the candles. But since today it's retracing back, still not a good chance. Yeah, if you look at the lower time frames, you can maybe only trace by the price actions. For example, if you look at the 5 minute and see these candles, I think 5 minute is consecutive bearish in the waves. Yeah, like this. So you can follow downtrend. Maybe you can take the descending trend line like this and trust these bounces. And as long as price below the trend line, you can keep holding the sell. I think that will be the possibility. But in the long term, it's bullish, so the market may go up at any time in this lower time frame. So this is becoming a bit tricky market now. Let me see other markets. Let's see. So Pound CAD was about to break the resistance, but then today it's retracing. So simply waiting for the breakout, the clear breakout of 1.590406, and yeah, plan to buy afterwards. Let's see. So here is again AUD/USD, and I got one question from Muhammad. He says, do you wait for the Kumo twist before taking the buy? In this case, no, I don't wait for the Kumo twist, but because it's retracing back. So I wait until the market turns bullish towards the major direction and plan to buy. If it just keeps going down, then most likely I won't take a trade, or I check the lower time frames and follow downtrend and target to the daily Kijun Sen. So yeah, so that's the USD, right? And AUD has been downtrend. So let me check other AUD pairs. Euro AUD today is bullish because of the weak AUD, but it has been ranging in terms of the daily chart. Chikou span touching, so no trend and no trace in the daily time frame. And let's see, other AUD pairs, let's see, AUD, Pound AUD, this one is also ranging. Chikou span is touching. So yeah, it's been choppy market. It's been a bit bullish. I think in the short term it's bullish, but in the long term we can't really tell which way it's going. And let's see, so AUD USD retracing back, AUD CAD is retracing back also, and AUD JPY is ranging right now. It's ranging. AUD Swiss franc is ranging too. So looks like we have no trading edges right now. No tradings today. This is where we have to stay away and simply come back chart tomorrow if there are new opportunities. So let me check gold, XAU USD. Gold on the daily chart is also retracing back. So if you're the short-term trader, then you can take a sell and target to the daily Kijun Sen or Tenkan Sen. But if you are long-term or day trade long-term like myself, then you may not want to capture this reverse. I was actually saying that the Kumo was very thin, so the market reverses back anytime, and looks like it's happening today, so no trades for myself. Yeah, so in this case I delete upper row like this, and I simply monitor until it goes up or it goes down more in the lower time frames. So looks like all the markets are retracing now. Let me quickly also check the Bitcoin because I know there are lots of crypto traders. So BTC, USD, still downtrending, still bearish because price is below Tenkan Sen. And Senko span A is pointing down and Chikou span below candles. So the market still may break the support. 15656.21. So waiting for the breakout. And the market goes down to one of these two targets. So looks like today there's no opportunities. So let me check some comments, and perhaps we can continuously check some of the charts today. Okay, let's see. Ellie says, hi Kei, I know you don't really trade NZD pairs, but AUD NZD seems downtrending now in the daily and 1 hour with multiple reverse N waves. It's also near the support level. Okay, let me check the AUD NZD because we may see some opportunities. Okay, so AUD NZD daily chart is a bit choppy, I think. Maybe we can draw the descending trend line. Hold on, let me delete all these lines. We may be able to connect the line like this. So yeah, somehow I think this is still bearish. It has been touching many times on this descending trend line. So this is bearish. It's bearish and broke the support and the resistance. So this looks like this is in the middle of the reverse in the wave. And Kumo's bearish, Kijun Sen is bearish. So sellers are dominant over buyers in this market, right? So I think this one is good market to look for the selling opportunity. So let's see. The target, the first initial target is 1.0881. And next target is 1.0823. So yeah, this one is bearish. So you can take a sell and stop loss above the trend line and follow downtrend. Expect the market breaks the daily support and continuously goes down. So I think yeah, AUD NZD is good to trade, I think. Okay, let me check other charts. Crude oil. Alright, let me see. Okay, WTI broke the trend line, broke the Kumo. So this is a bit bearish now, turning bearish. This is on a daily time frame, but let me shift down to the 4-hour. Okay, so 4-hour chart shows downtrend because it broke the support. It broke the support level of 83.99 and it's going down. So, oh yeah, but there are some supports in this area. So to be safer, you want to wait for the breakout of 81.99 and sell. Otherwise, the market may be very choppy in between these two supports. But yeah, this one is downtrend. So in the long term, you can keep holding sell if you are trading this one. But if you are not trading, then recommend you to wait for the breakout of 82. I think that's the plan for this one. But yeah, looks like the markets are a bit retracing choppy today. Okay, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Most likely I don't take live trades today because the markets are retracing against the major direction. So I'm a trend follower, so if there are no big trends based on higher time frames, I don't take trades. Okay, Philip says precious metals are retracing XAGUSD and XPTUSD, particularly breaking through the Tenkan-sen. Okay, yeah, so looks like almost all the markets are retracing back today. So XAGUSD, this one, yeah, broke the support and the resistance, the previous support and the resistance. This is another reversal level. 20.965, it broke and looks like it's going down this way. Yeah, so in the short term, it's downtrend. So this is a 4-hour time frame. But let me check the 1 hour. Yeah, if you are an intraday trader and if you want to follow 1 hour trend, this will be the nice one. You can follow downtrend, you can place a sell, stop loss above the Tenkan-sen, and as long as it goes, you can trail the profits down. And if it breaks the Tenkan-sen, you just exit right away because the market has been below the Tenkan-sen after the break, and it has been resisted by the Tenkan-sen many times before. So in this case, the market has been respecting the 1 hour Tenkan-sen and follow downtrend in this case. So that will be an idea. So yeah, but that will also be the short term. There's a support level 20.498. So if the market reaches that level, then you may want to exit, or once the market bounce and retrace, then you can exit right away. Or breakout of the Tenkan-sen would also be an exit timing. Yeah, but Kumo looks okay. Kumo is not too small. This is thick and long, so it's okay. This is long-term downtrend. So yeah, if you are holding the short term, if you are holding sell, you can keep holding the trade until it hits the stop loss, or it breaks a Tenkan-sen, or until it hits the support level. Yeah, so today, the days like this, today we have to focus on the lower time frames like this in 1 hour, or simply stay away. And for me, I prefer to stay away because 1 hour trend happening, but it may be choppy. as soon as it traces a sell, it may retrace back soon, and we may lose some positions. So in days like this, I would rather prefer to stay away. Okay, so let's see. Let me check some other comments now. Okay, Manish says, yeah, I'm very good, thank you, thank you. He says, I'm confused in one thing. What is resistance and support according to Ichimoku? Is that 26 candle high and low break of any time frame? Please reply, I'm just confused in that. Resistance and support according to Ichimoku. There is no resistance and support by Ichimoku. Resistance and support are based on the prices, candles. And 26 is the base number of Ichimoku. So Kijun Sen is a baseline. Kijun Sen is the market standard, which is 26 candles high and low in the mid price. So yeah, so simply if Kijun Sen is pointing down, it's downtrend. If Kijun Sen is pointing up, it's uptrend. And when Kijun Sen goes flat, it's ranging market. And range means the buyer and sellers 50-50 level. So that's all what it means. So it doesn't really have the concept of resistance and the support in Ichimoku. Okay, Blackwater says, what about Nikkei? Alright, let me check that one. Nikkei 225, first checking the daily time frame. So daily shows the price above the Tenkan Sen. Tenkan Sen is pointing up, and Chikou span above candles, so it's still bullish. Weekly shows, okay, so weekly just broke the Kumo, so my expectation was bullish. It goes up to the previous resistance level, but today is retracing. And this week has been retracing, so if the market breaks Tenkan Sen this way, then it may go back to Kumo or Kijun Sen. But today or tomorrow, or this week, if it bounces on the Tenkan Sen, then it may go up all the way to the resistance. So in this case, I simply wait for the bounce on the Tenkan Sen and look for the buying edge. Also, there was a doji candlestick yesterday. So if that doji break happens, if the next candlestick closes above the doji, above the Tenkan Sen, then that may be a good sign for uptrend. Or to be safer, you can wait for the breakout of this resistance level and take buy. So yeah, my overview, my expectation is still bullish on this one. Okay, so let's see. Let me continue to check some comments. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Great to see you again. Welcome back to this another live stream today. Alright, Sami says, yesterday I traded with Ichimoku on M5 because everything changes fast. I review all have learned and set a strategy mixed with price action. I must check and edit it. Thank you again for changing my view. Okay, yeah, Ichimoku doesn't work on the lower time frames. This is one of the most frequent asked questions. Does Ichimoku work in the lower time frames like the 5 minute or 15? And my answer is no. Because like Sami mentions, Ichimoku reacts by the high and low in the markets, and if highs and lows breakouts happens too often, which usually the case in lower time frames, then you can't trust the Tenkan Kijun cross or Kijun Sen break or Chikou span break. So in the lower time frames, I recommend you to check markets with the price actions and lines, and Ichimoku, because Ichimoku is more for the higher time frames. Yeah. So I used to use Ichimoku in the lower time frames. I was using only the part of Ichimoku strategies like the Kumo breakout or the Chikou span breakout or the Tenkan Sen Kijun Sen cross, but I stopped using because I get too many fake signals than other indicators. So yeah, that's my view about Ichimoku on the lower time frames. Okay, MDT says, "Hi Kei, I have a question. I'm using 3 time frames to trade 4 hour, 1 hour, and M15, but I have confused. 4 hour downtrend, 1 hour uptrend. What should I do at M15? Thanks." That means you need to stay away. If 4 hours down, 1 hour is up, most likely 1 hour retracement is too fast. So that means the market is really choppy. So in that case, I simply stay away. Yeah, just think simple. My strategy offers the trend follow mindset. So if one of these time frames contradicts in terms of their directions, then simply stay away. If you're not confident, then simply stay away. You only take trades where you are confident on your entries and the Ichimoku situations. Okay, Sami, you're welcome. Okay, John says, "You mentioned about how to trade in the long term, mid term, and short term. This is based on the Kumo or Kijun Sen. It was on yesterday's live." Yes, that's right. Yep. Yeah, GBP-JPY still ranging. I think that's why I went too fast on this one. Let me double check. Yeah, GBP-JPY, Chikou span touching, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen is up, Tenkan Sen flat. The price is ranging, so this is flat ranging, no direction in the daily time frame. So let me check the lower time frames. 4 hours shows also range because Chikou span touching, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. The market is too choppy. And 1 hour shows it's also range. Yeah, looks like in this case, every time the market goes down, they go very fast. But yeah, it goes really fast down and fast up in 1 hour, that we can tell. So this is a very choppy market. But one thing I just noticed is that the resistance level. The resistance level is at around the same levels, but support's getting higher and higher, and this is ascending P wave. So the market may break bullish. I think, yeah, in the short term, I think that will be bullish this way. This is not about the Ichimoku, this is about the price action, the wave analysis. Every time buyers come in, sellers come in, but sellers never dominant over buyers. That's why you see higher lows. And then it goes up to the resistance and then reverse, but it never gets closer to the support. And then buyers come first again, and then sellers, and buyers and sellers. So this is, I can see that there are more buyers and sellers. So I think the market breaks resistance and goes up bullish this way. It may test a couple more times until it breaks, but I think in the long term, it's bullish. But in terms of Ichimoku, it's flat, all flat. So not a good chance. Okay. Yeah, thank you for joining everyone. Great to see you. Let me see. Oh, MT5 trading. I don't have specific videos, but you can Google and find many videos about how to trade on MT5. So for me, I trade on MT5 and I take trades by mobile and execute trades and manage stop losses and exit by mobile. Okay, yeah, thank you for joining everyone. Great to see you. Okay, Maximoku says, hi Kei, was there ever been a month where you have taken only 1 or 2 trades even though you were actively checking the markets daily? Like there was simply no good trends for the entire month? No, I never experienced that kind of months before. So it's either the market being quiet, but even if it's quiet, I still find some opportunities, at least 4 or 5 times per month. But as I mentioned before, I don't take trades only because I want to also enjoy my life at the same time. So I say myself as a full-time trader because trading is my main source of income, but I prefer to do some other things than trades. So if I monitor charts every day 24 hours, then I will be having more and more opportunities. That's for sure. But it doesn't mean that I be more profitable, because the number of trades do not correlate with the result. But rather, I prefer to be selective on which one to take trades and keep holding until it reaches to the target or until it retraces back in the higher time frames. Yeah, I think the markets are a bit choppy these days, especially since this July. Up until now, they have been a bit choppy. Yeah, for the last 2 weeks, they were all good, but this week a bit choppy. Yesterday was good, the day before was also good. I had some opportunities to take trades, but not today. But looks like overall Forex markets are looking good. So we may see some opportunities continuously. So just as of today, we don't see any opportunities, but I think the chances are getting higher and higher day by day in November. Okay, Alex says, how do we know it's a clear breakout for support or resistance? Was faked by pound cat today, thought it will break, but in fact it retraced. Yeah, pound CAD was a tricky situation. It almost broke and then retraced, right? So in this case, if you are looking at the market like this, in this particular case, you need to wait for the candlestick close. Because you see the candlestick close on this candlestick was below the resistance. So most likely, I think you didn't wait for the break, you didn't wait for the close and took the trade here, and afterwards it went down this way. So you need, next time, make sure you wait for the close above the resistance, and from the next candlestick onwards, look for the buy chance. That's my advice. Let me look into the lower time frame situation here and see how it retraced back. So this is the fake breakout, and if we check the 5 minute, let me see, M5 looks like this. Okay, so according to M5, once it broke and then retraced and then broke the previous resistance, And then so from here, it may go down this way continuously. So let me just move the candles one by one. Yeah, looks like it just tested the previous resistance and then went down this way. So the first thing you have to remember is to wait for the close. In this case, in 1 hour close. Make sure 1 hour close is above the resistance to be trustable. And second topic is about the risk management. If you happen to take a buy at the breakout, then wait until it reverses. In this case, most likely I will exit here if I see the reverse in the wave with some other confirmations, so that I don't lose all the way down this way. So I will make sure to cut the loss in a small pips and save my money for my next trades. So that's another way to avoid the fake outs. So even if it's fake outs, it's okay, because if you lose small and save your money, then you still have some money to take trades on the next one. If you have a better situation, then you can always invest. But if you lose almost all the money in this reverse, in this fake out, then you're out. You can't take trades anymore, which is not really good. So make sure to cut the loss very small as soon as it retraces is my advice. If you happen to capture the fake out. I have been struggling on the fake out also before, but now I don't really care, because let's say if this is my time, my right entry timing, then I buy anyways. But I don't be too optimistic that the market goes up this way. In my mind also, I think that the market may reverse. And when it really reverses, I think about when to exit with a loss, but very small loss. And in this case, as the market goes down, okay, the market goes down below the resistance, I observe, and as I monitor, the market bounces on the previous resistance level and breaks. Then okay, I will just exit right now. And after the exit, I don't check charts, I simply leave, because the market may go up from here. This happens also in Forex or any markets, right? I think you have also experienced this. As soon as you exit, the market starts to go towards your direction, but without your positions. It happens to me too. It has happened to me this month and last month also. But it's okay. If this is your exit timing, then you just exit with confidence and simply look for other opportunities, because the most important thing is to lose correctly and lose small on every time you take trades. And you shouldn't have hope. You shouldn't have hope that the market goes up when you're running losses. So I think losses are more difficult than winners, and where to exit with a loss is more difficult than where to take trades. Psychologically speaking, it's really difficult because you have to fix the loss, and psychologically it's more difficult. So that is my answer to this. Okay, let me check some other comments now. Jitendra says, is it good to enter on the longer time frame and hold the stock until it crosses Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen below? Like Nifty or Bank Nifty, I'm holding the stock as it's above the Tenkan-sen from a very long time. Yeah, you can just keep holding the trade as long as the price above Tenkan-sen. And once the Tenkan-sen breaks, you exit there. Yeah, okay, Sai says, do you take positions on reversing market? I don't. Yeah, I'm a trend follower, so I simply keep holding as long as it goes, and when it reverses, I simply stay away. So my mindset is really simple. Okay, Vin3 says, Kei, have you ever considered using or making a TradingView script to send an alert when all Ichimoku trend conditions are met? I made one of myself and it reduces the stress of checking charts a lot. I have actually one. I have one and it's shared in the GTS community, GTS graduate community, because I'm still testing myself, and yeah, I'm actually having that alerts. But even if I use alerts, I don't depend on them. Simply, I check charts every day 3 times manually anyways, so I don't really trust these alerts, technically speaking. But yeah, if you build your alerts, then that's good. You can keep using it and save time. But my advice is, do not get too distracted. Do not be too distracted on these alerts and signals, because you may have to fight with your FOMO feelings. Okay, Alex, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, Herman says, I also bought pound CAD and crossed with a small loss. Yeah, in this kind of case, you need to exit in a very early timing, because you have to expect the market goes up towards your direction. Yeah, so make sure you remember which way you're trading, and if the market is no more going towards the direction, then simply exit is my exit strategy. Alright, William, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Great to see you here. Okay. Yeah, right. For the alert systems, you can just filter to prevent me from spending all day on the chart. Yeah, so again, I don't spend my time all day on the chart. I only spend few minutes every day, 3 times, and that's it. So technically, I don't use alerts to take trades. I don't use alerts to check charts. So time efficiency is the very key to success, I think. I used to see charts all day, every day, almost 12 hours or 13, 14 hours every day. I used to check charts, monitor charts, and take trades entries like 30 times, 20 times per day, and that was so tiring. So I thought it's something wrong. I quit my full-time job to be free, but I didn't have time for my life because I was too busy to see charts and take trades and exit trades. So that's why I decided not to anymore, and simply check charts, reduce number of hours to check charts, reduce number of trades per month, per day, but more focus on the exact spots on my entries. And then it worked really well for me. Before, I used to take trades, 20, 30 trades per day, but by the end of the month, I was sometimes break even, sometimes profit, but sometimes loss. Especially when I was break even and loss, it was so frustrating because of considering the fact that I sacrificed so much time. I didn't go out with my friends. I didn't spend my time in my hobbies, but simply committed myself to see charts every day, took many trades every day, but it wasn't rewarded. So I thought that must be something wrong. And then I changed the whole strategy, and became a trend follower based on the higher time frames. And it worked really well for me. So now, if I see charts every day for many hours, then I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now, including YouTube and other communities. Yeah, so in case if you are thinking to quit your job, then learn to be time efficient on your trades. Okay, Sachin, you're welcome. Okay, Sami says, when market is up in a daily and H4 but retracing in 1 hour and 5 as downtrend, and if we enter trades, we are against trend, is it okay? I recommend you to wait until 1 hour goes up and take trades. So never go against the major direction. In that case, if daily is up and 4 hours up but 1 hour is down, most likely 1 hour crash. In a very short time within the day, 1 hour crash and it's too spiky. Most likely 1 hour Kumo is too thin, so you don't want to take trades in that case. You can imagine about the Kumo shape, how Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen behave, and how candles would look like in that kind of a situation, then you know the answer. Okay, newbie says, hi there, I'm holding pound Swiss franc for a long time. Any insight? Pound Swiss franc, let me check the daily again. Pound Swiss franc is ranging now, right? Yeah, there's no trend, it's ranging. So I'm not sure which way you're holding. Maybe you're holding the downtrend or holding uptrend, I'm not sure. But it's ranging, so the market can go up or down anytime, any directions. In terms of leverage, I only use below 25 in my broker. Okay, Matak, thanks so much for a comment. Okay, you're welcome. Thanks so much. He says you are the first person who explained with logic that there was no computers, so we must follow daily candle. I really like your logic. Yep. So the logic should be very simple. I talk all about these, but my mindset is very simple. I simply follow trends. If there are trends in the markets, then I take trades and follow. Otherwise, I stay away. Okay. Okay, let's see. Jitendra says, do you short the markets or always be long? Either way. I take either ways. Short and long, both ways. Michael says, Japanese known to be globally efficient in managing time. We are lucky to have mentor how to be efficient in our time in trading. We may not be so efficient in time. Sometimes, Japanese, especially Japanese companies, like to spend more time in research and study and on any activities. And you know how Japan is. If you have lived in Japan for a long time, worked in Japan for a long time, then you know how Japan is. Japan, well, actually for myself as a Japanese, we love to create rules. And we love to follow rules. So if someone is doing something against the rules, then he's considered to be something strange. And these rules also apply the social rules and like common sense. If someone is against the common sense on the street, on the mall, on the restaurants, or anywhere, then he's considered to be someone strange. So we like to be time efficient, but at the same time, we more like to create some rules and follow the rules. Yeah, but I think managing time more into like improving how to improve, or how to kaizen mindset. Kaizen means improve in Japanese. I think we're obsessed in these kind of philosophies. So like when I was reading the original books of Goichi Hosoda, he doesn't really talk about right enter trades, right exit trades, how to manage positions. He never talked about these things. Versus in terms of Western teachings are more into the signals, the gold cross to buy, dead cross to sell, and so much into logics. But Japanese way is not so much into logics, but it's more like feeling the sense of the markets, and feeling like listening to the market's voice, and feeling which way it may go, it's going. And we tend to recognize these by patterns in the markets and the tendencies in the markets, and that's also what's written on the original books. And myself is also like that. So yeah, but I used to trust these solid signals like gold cross to buy, dead cross to sell, but I realized that the markets are not that simple. But it's simple in its directions. Direction-wise, they are very simple, especially when you use Ichimoku. But in terms of the trading signals, it's not that simple. So that's why we need to have experience of our losses and the winners and learn from our trades. So at least for me, that's how I build up my knowledge, and that's how I created my own strategy. So anyways, it's about to end the live stream for now. So I do see many more comments, but I'm sorry I have to go now. So after I finish live, I will come back this and check other comments. So thank you so much everyone again for joining, and always support my communities. So after this, there will be an Ichimoku membership live. For those who are Ichimoku members, I will see you soon. And for those who joins public, I will see you in the next one. So until then, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. Alright, again, thanks so much everyone. Bye for now. Mata ne.